Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today is Friday, 22nd of November 2019. I'll recite inshallah from Surah Al-A'raf from verse 59. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. لقد أرسلنا نوحا إلى قومه فقال يا قوم اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره إني أخاف عليكم عذاب يوم عظيم قال الملأ من قومه إنا لنراك في ضلال مبين قال يا قوم ليس بي ضلالة ولكني رسول من رب العالمين أبلغكم رسالات ربي وأنصح لكم وأعلم من الله ما لا تعلمون أو عجبتم أن جاءكم ذكر من ربكم على رجل منكم لينذركم ولتتقوا ولعلكم ترحمون فكذبوه فأنجيناه والذين معه في الفلك وأغرقنا الذين كذبوا بآياتنا إنهم كانوا قوما عمين. These verses that I have recited narrates the story of Nuh alayhi salam, who is considered to be the first messenger to mankind. And the messenger comes when there is a need for a messenger, when the people deviate from the right path. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, out of mercy, sends to them a message through a messenger who usually comes from the same tribe of the people, from within themselves. Is not a stranger coming from a different planet or a different country. Within themselves there are a messenger who comes and he speaks their own language, knows their own culture, is not from a different culture. So these few verses tells about Nuh alayhi salam as well as the pattern that all other messengers followed after Nuh alayhi salam. So this is a historical pattern that Allah narrates through Nuh, the nature of the message, the nature of the messenger, the nature of how usually the society receives such message, and all the detailed, intricate psychology that happens when such information is come to a society. So this is for a sociology, for human behavior. It's a very rich material because Allah tries to stress on those things that are repeatable within the historical patterns, rather than just narrating a story for the purpose of amusement. The scope doesn't allow to go into details, but these are just few hints. First hint or first point here is that the message always starts with the most important topic and the sin or the root cause of all the problems, instead of beating around the bush and handling some peripheral or unimportant things. So usually all the prophets, they start with this: let's go and address the elephant in the room, the most important things. And this is something missing in our discussion. Many of the places we know the root cause and the main issue, but we just beat around the bush and try to address some peripheral issues and divert and dilute the topic by discussing very subtopics and thus diluting the importance of the things. So here they confront with the main important thing, which is associating other deities beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or disrespecting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by granting some of the powers that only supposed to be exclusively the rights of Allah, and give these things to other deities. This is the whole issue of Tawheed and Shirk. That is usually the thing that affects all other behavior, all other things. So this is to handle the main topic. That's the most important thing here. ما لكم من إله غيره. And also within this dialogue and conversation between Nuh and his people, it's very apparent that those messengers, they have sympathy for the people. They're not like politicians who wants their own gain or their and their party's gain. No, the messengers, they are sincere to the people. They love their people. They want good for the people. They sacrifice even themselves so that their people will get salvation. Inni akhafu alaykum adhaba yawmin azim. I am afraid on you. I am fearing on you. You see this this emotional appeal of Nuh, that what I am doing is not for my own sake. Akhafu alaykum. It's like the father's attitude towards the son. He loves their son. He knows that the son is immature, is not intellectually, still not, they are not rational, so he's trying to appeal to them. And then we get the response to this appeal, emotional appeal to a person who has no political gains or embedded vested interest. No. And who is eloquent, he knows their culture, and he is not a stranger that you cannot verify their credibility. No, he is amongst them. But still we hear this strange reply and response. قال الملأ من قومه إنا لنراك في ضلال مبين. So his people replies by saying that, I think you are gone too astray. You are in a clear wrong path. And who is replying? Mala. So this word is a key word, and it appears consistently throughout history until today. In any society there is this class system. There is the mala and there is the atba', and it happens all the time. There are those who assume leadership, the elites among the society. Always there is this elites and the followers, masters and the slave, the upper class and the lower class, the 1% capitalists and the working class throughout the history. So this mala, always they immediately see that the message of Nuh, and for that matters message of any reformer who strikes on the main topics and addresses the elephants in the room, they immediately recognize that this message is dangerous for our own benefits, because they have influence over the mala, will have the influence over the lay people, the proletariat and the working class, and they don't want this power card to disappear because of this reformer, because of the Nuh, because of the messenger. So immediately they will feel an existential threat, and immediately they start to say illogical thing and try to wrap it in some logics. You see, this is a very clear message from Nuh, that he is calling people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and immediately they are branding him dalalim mubin, very clear. So this is like an alternative fact. They are trying to, it's like Trump selling some words without any verification, and he is hoping that the lay people will not verify things and will be hypnotized by the usage of words and the eloquence of the words and the media power and all these things. They are saying he is dalalim mubin. Dalalim mubin. Very clear wrong. You are in a clear wrong, derailed, deviated path. How can Nuh alayhi salam be clear, wrong, deviated path with such kinds of emotional and sincere and logical message? So he defended Nuh alayhi salam, laysa bi dalala walakinni rasulun min rabbil alamin. I am the messenger from Lord of the whole world, of the universe, and I'm just coming and conveying a message, and I am very sincere. Wa ansahu lakum, and I have certain knowledge that you don't have. This is the knowledge of the revelation. So you see, all the power is at the hand of Nuh alayhi salam. All the power of rational. This is why I say, "A'lamu min Allahi ma la ta'lamun." I have certain knowledge you don't have. Power of emotions, ansahu lakum, sincerity, knowledge, sincerity, being supported by Lord of the whole universe. These are very powerful things. It's like the sun, and you wanted to confront the sun with some man-made light, dim light. How can these two be possible? It's very clear. But this is it. They don't listen, and they try to create noises so that the real truth doesn't come. And it's very consistent throughout the history. Even if you don't want to take the story of messengers, take the story of philosophy. Even Socrates, he had to be given the poison hemlock, and has to sacrifice his life because he is deviating the youth, which are the power sources in the society. The youth are the most powerful because these are the assets, these are the future of any society. So the elites could not tolerate. Elite could not tolerate that Socrates is coming and giving such kind of corrupting the population and calling for a true God. So they killed him. So what I'm saying is that this is a historical pattern that repeated from the first messenger to our days. The same thing, the same mala, the same logics, that they cannot confront the truth, and they create alternative facts and sell it through media, so that the lay people will, the average people will start to deviate and get hypnotized by linguistic eloquence. And we know what happened to them, what happened to Noah, to the people of Noah. They were drowned by this great flood. Finally, Allah says that innahum kanu qawman ameen. They were blind people, qawman ameen, and the blindness is because their heart cannot see. It's not the physical blindness, it is the metaphysical blindness, when you are given such a clear proofs and still you cannot see it. So you deserve to be called blind for that, isn't it? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes us among those who are not blind and see and benefit from the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.